Da da ba dee ba dum ba da doo. Zaba da dum ba da doo. Zada pa ba dum ba da pa ba da. Zum ba da pa bum ba da dum. Bim ba ba dib bom. Oh. Oh man, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Oh! Hello, travelers of the internet! Welcome back to Guardian Studios! Or, if you're new to the channel, hey there, and welcome to ya. My name is JGuardo1, and I am your host, your guide, and your humble bard into the worlds virtual and fantastical. And I am very pleased to welcome you all back to the channel, or in the case of the newcomers, welcome me fresh to the Guardian Studios experience. We're back on the world of Galabor, my friends, where we have so much to do and so little time to get the ball rolling on some of these things. First things first, I gotta get this machine empty of mobs as fast as I can. Hello, Leo! Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for posting the rules, my dude. Always appreciate you doing that. Yoink! Got the trident back. Turn that off. Uh-oh. Whoops. Okay, turn it back on for a second. Good. Alright. Hopefully that will clean out the stuff, because there's going to be a lot of stuff in here. I didn't get the AFK as much as I intended to between this session and the last, but there should be... Oh yeah, there's a lot of bows in here. That's exactly what I need. I need there to be a lot of bows. How many are there? There's plenty. We need one more, and that'll put us to 16. Just how many we actually need. Hey there, Ellison! Good to see ya! Hey, I'm gonna beat you to the punch here. Chicken jockey! Ladies and gentlemen, Ellison the Chicken Jockey Hamilton is here again. Alright, let's see here. What have we got? What else have we got in these things? Got a little bit of iron. Let's go ahead and make sure that all goes where it's supposed to. Into the system. And then we're going to pull it out, because I might need it. And there is so much stuff here. Going up! Eventually, I've got to get a looting sword so that I can get a little more out of this. But for right now, we need to get out of here, and oh no. It's nighttime up there, isn't it? If it isn't already, it's headed into it or coming out of it. If it's about to be nighttime, or if it is nighttime, then we are going to have a pain in the neck to deal with. A pain in the neck known as phantoms. That's not going to be fun. Hello, Dynaful! Really? I would have thought you were a waffle. Oh, yeah, I understand that feeling all too well, Ellison. I don't like when power goes out either. I've never liked when that happens. Especially if it happens at night. If it happens at night, that's even worse. We've got 16 bows with us, and they should be able to be used in their current state to craft dispensers. Why does that matter, some of you may ask? Well, if you look back at our last session, I was working on a wool farm in the barn below. the chamber of the Hobbit hole where I intend to have all our animals moved to that we currently farm. Now, in order for the wool farming to work, we need dispensers, we need observers, we need redstone circuitry, and we need a ton of shears. Unfortunately, shears are something that we do not have a lot of, because they require iron. And what I've got with me is pretty much the sum of all the iron we've got right now. So that's why today we are going to actually take on the task of building an iron farm. We're going to go out into the world, we're going to look for a village that we can spare, and we're going to turn it into an iron farm. Yeah, see? That's pretty much all the iron we got. It ain't much. It ain't much. And it sure as heck isn't enough for what we need. I mean, we can do everything else we need to for the wool farm. But not this. Oh, I don't blame you there, Ellison. I do not blame you there. Alright. Oh, crud. We don't have enough redstone dust either. Well, that's actually easier to fix, coming down to it. I think I know somewhere we can go to get the redstone dust. We just go down into our mine. Because I want to get this thing working before too long. As soon as this wool farm is ready to receive sheep, the better off we will be. Wow, I am moving fast down this water flow. I did not expect to be moving so fast down the water. Neat. Uh-huh. I didn't know there was actually going to be exposed ore here. But that is exactly what we need. Redstone. Ooh. There's iron? Well, dagnabbit. Any more? Any more redstone? Any more iron? Please? 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 We need all we can get. I see some gold. And I see some stuff up there that I'm not gonna tango with. Not gonna bother with that area right now. There's gotta be more redstone dust down here somewhere. I see some lapis. And some more iron. Hello. I can't see a bloomin' thing. Yeah, I use that word. I couldn't see a bloomin' thing. Hey, there's some more redstone. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Yes. Okay, that's plenty. Wait. Another little bit of iron. Can't pass that up. And you can't beat that with a stick. Ooh, wait a minute. Is there more over here? I'm pretty sure I've been over here before, but I want to see. Yoink. More iron. Whoa, there's some more. Here's some more. There's some more. Lots of more iron. That is so awesome. That is so cool. Hey, here's more, and some more, and a little more. What in the world, why have I not found any of this before when I came down. Or maybe I didn't think I should take what I found that would make so much sense. Because I did not used to have a fortune pick here. Oh, our inventory is full. You know what? We can sacrifice one bow if in exchange we get iron. We can do that. Lots of iron. My gosh, how much iron are we gonna find down here? This is great. This is awesome. Totally worth it. Whoops. More lapis. Well, if I end up needing lapis, I know where to go to find some of that. My gosh. Whee! Alright, that's plenty of redstone and way more iron than I expected to find. Wow, that might help us out for a little bit here. That is awesome. Let's get the heck out of here before I start trying to strip mine. Coming down was quick. Going up is hard. Getting closer. Almost there. Almost there. There we go. Oh, I didn't leave a crafting table down here. That's surprising. Well, good thing we can make one up here. Dispensers. Why does it say I can only do 14 bows? Oh, let me guess. This one being enchanted ruins it. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Let's test that theory. I want to test that theory. If I'm right, I'm gonna laugh. Disenchanted. There's no crafting table in here for some dumb reason. I was right! That's crazy! That's crazy! I didn't realize I was actually gonna be right. That's cool. That explains it. That explains why the one wasn't wanting to appear. That's why... Yeah, okay. Do I have another bow anywhere? I do. Oh, no, that's a good bow. That's a good bow. I don't want to break that. Do I have one in here? I doubt it. I'm pretty sure all those I left. Yeah. I should have figured enchanted bows wouldn't work. Whoops, sit back down. Hey, but here's a regular bow. And with that, we have all the dispensers. You know what else we have? A lot of iron. Plenty to use in our little blast furnace system. I think I'm putting more charcoal in some of these than I need to. Alright, let's see here. Coming this way, going around and around and around. And then... Sweet! It places how I thought it does. Nice! Sweet, sweet, sweet! It's almost finished. It's almost ready. Sweet! Now it's just a matter of getting the grass to grow to the rest of these blocks, and then boom. We're good to go on the wool farming. Oh, well, I guess I do need more mangrove wood to go in these spots, but I'll get to that. It's not going to take very long. Not long at all. Which makes me very, very happy. I can definitely say that with certainty. Where... Oh, I know where my building materials are. They're in a barrel. This is more fun than a barrel of monkeys. Eh. It's not a very, You know that old phrase? More fun than a barrel of monkeys? It's, kind of an odd phrase when you stop and think about it. Who is assuming that a barrel of monkeys is fun? I mean, if we're talking real monkeys. Now, if we're just talking about the old toy, then I can understand where someone would get that statement. It's still a weird statement, but I can understand where someone would get it from. Should I do a harvest? Yes, I should. I think I should. I should also adjust where the glowberries are growing. I just remembered that. The glowberries are actually growing in a smaller space than they were meant to. Need to fix that. Sweet. 2 stacks even. Shout out on the steak, and now the harvest. Ba-da-dum-dum-dum, da-da-da-da-dum, da-dum-ba-dee-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum, ba-dee-da-dum. I have no idea what I'm humming, but the tune just suddenly went through my head. Sometimes I just cannot resist. And now, cocoa beans. melons and the pumpkins. Except we've got to go unload what we've got real quick before we can actually get the rest. At some point I need to set up a rubbish bin. Not gonna happen, Dynaful. Not gonna happen at this point. Not really looking to do anything Roblox, personally. But I do hope you enjoy the rest of the channel content. Got lots of Minecraft going on, and eventually we're going to be doing some other games too. Hold on. I want to make sure I've got everything out of these chests and stuff that's worth a darn. And I had not. There we go. Now we have... compress the lapis. Compress the redstone. Compress the coal. Compress the copper. And now let's go put it all away. And then we can go get on with the business of today's business. Which, to say it another way, means get down to brass tacks. Which, in another way of saying it, would be get busy on the task we've actually come here to do. Yeah, I kind of beat around the bush a little bit with that one, but hey. Alright, so if we're going to be making the iron farm, I need hoppers, which I've already acquired. I need chests, which I have not procured, but am going to procure shortly. And I need a ton of cobblestone, which we have in spades. So much cobblestone. It is mind-boggling. Absolutely mind-boggling that we should have so much cobblestone. But there's a good reason why we have so much. We also need to get a bunch of wool, which is going to be a little bit more problematic. I did not know I had so many rails. Where did all these rails come from? Wait, I know where they came from. I know where they came from. I know where they all came from. We got them from the underground, where we found a new mine shaft, and we looted it, and we got a bunch of the things that we needed then. Alright, we're going to take a little bit of soul sand with us for a water elevator. I've got water to help with that. Alright, Elson. Hey, thank you for being here, my friend. Thank you for hanging around in spite of being tired. I hope you rest, hope you sleep well, and hope we see you again soon. If not on this stream, then another. Until then, thank you for having hung around. Appreciate it. I'm going to need a lot of things now that I stop and think about it. Oh! I've got wool almost fully covered. Do I have shears in here? I do. We need a little more wool. Wait, I can do that? I can shear the lead off of them? What? Alright, Ellison. Again, hope you sleep well. I did not know that I could shear the leads off of mobs. Somehow this information had escaped my attention. It is almost shocking. But you know what? I'm glad to have the information now. Hey, little guy. Come here. I'm gonna bring you with me. You're gonna be my cobble collector. Because I know I'm gonna have to edit the thing as I go. Make sure I've got a full stack of oak logs in case I need more wood than I'm gonna be bringing. Put away the sticks. Whoop! That is not what I was trying to do. I was trying to put them in a bundle. Let me put them in a bundle. Let me put them in a bundle. Oh, please, let me do it, I pray. And now, I need some more flint. I need 24 flint. Which means I need to break down 24 gravel blocks with my fortune shovel. Do I have any gravel left from the work? I'm surprised to see that I don't seem to. Oh, wait! Strike that! I only need 9 more flint. That's a relief. That's a lot less than I was gonna have to get if I hadn't realized I had that flint there. So, just 9 more flint, and then I'll be good to go. And then we can go take off and go find a village. Other than that, the only other thing I would need would be carrots and potatoes to feed the villagers. Because my plan is to set up an iron farm, and once it is set up, we shall take off back to here. I'm losing track of what I'm saying here. The one problem, I don't know which way to go to find the village that I've already been to. Because I would rather use one that I've already been to. Wait a second. I'm going to pause the game and I'm going to go check my screenshots. If you guys can still hear me, I'm going to find where I've got my screenshots saved. Where is that? Capture gallery, there it is. Minecraft. Let's see here. Okay, that's from the old one. Where... Aha! That's a massive distance away. Is there anywhere else? It doesn't look like it. Oh! Well, I found a place where I could perfectly set up one. Huh. Yeah, unfortunately... I do not know where to go to find another village. I do not. My captures do not include such a location. Hang on. Hang on. There's one other way I might have gotten the coordinates for a village saved. If I bring up this, go to screenshots. Excuse me. Oh no, that's from way long ago. That feels like it's from a long time ago, too. It is. Well, I have no idea where... I have no idea where to find a village. Because I don't want to use the one that we've been using for trading. Which means I may be up a creek without any kind of paddle. Not good. Definitely not good. I know somewhere there's a village where I left an animal tied off with some items in a pouch waiting for me. I can't remember if it was to the north, to the south. Actually, it may have very well been to the south. Well, we're gonna travel south and we're gonna see if I'm right. So come along, travelers! I know the way! Follow me! I know the way! I think. Actually, we might... Nah, you know what? We're gonna go west. Let's go west. And we'll just hope that we find what we're looking for. Oh, maybe going west doesn't make a difference. No, you know what? Go with the original idea. We're gonna go south. South by south by south. Little guy with us? Yes, he is. Away we go! This may have been a mistake. I'm starting to think there's not going to be a village this way. This does not, with confidence, fill me. Yeah, this does not, with confidence, fill me. I'm going back. No, I'm not. I'm going this way. You with me, little guy? Yeah, he is. He is a little trooper. He's just racing to keep up. Yeah, this may have been a mistake. Which way did I go before that led me to... Maybe I just went past the village. I'm starting to think that that's what happened, that when I found the other village, I had gone past the village that I knew. And now it's raining. Wonderful. This is quite a mess I have made of things. I set off to try and find a village. Instead, I must go back to the one that I know. Oh great! Stuff is spawning. That means this is a thunderstorm now. Great! Ain't that just a wonderful thing? Yep, there's the proof of it. Alright, alright. Gotta get out of here. Gotta get out of here. Gotta get to the village. Get to the village. Get to the village. Get to the village. The villagers are rightfully going nuts. Get in the librarian's house. It's technically not even the librarian's house, he just works inside of it. Whew. Oh shoot! Run! Swim! Get away from here! How am I moving so fast through the water? That makes no sense. Hello, I'm Benjamin. I'm Benjamin. Good to see you again, my friend. Welcome back to the channel. Whew. Looks like everybody's okay. We don't seem to have lost any important villagers from the look of things. That's good. Alright. Where's our little friend? There he is. He's floating around. Yeah, head on home, dude. Mr. Big Nose Moron. Sheesh. Guy doesn't know where he's meant to be. He's just running around like a headless chicken. Wow! Actually, that last sound was more like Jar Jar Binks than a chicken. Well, I was not expecting to find this up here. But then I don't think I actually went this particular way before. Yeah, no, I think I went over the hills over here last time. That seems more familiar. That's what I thought. I knew I saw some iron over here. I can't pass that up. Iron is iron, and iron is good. And until we get this iron farm of ours made, we don't have a steady supply. So every little bit I can find and mine helps. Especially since we've got fortune, so we're getting a lot more bang for the buck. Oh yeah, this feels much more familiar. So that's what it was. I went beyond our initial village, the one that we ended up using for trading, in search of more to be found across the way. I am so glad I have feather falling. Feather falling is making everything easier. For anyone out there who wants to make it, or from Mojang if they decide they want to do it, I have a suggestion for an enchantment. Propulsion. An Elytra enchantment. Elytra specifically. It would be an enchantment that makes so that if it's on your Elytra and you wear the Elytra, you can press the jump button while in the air, gliding, to give yourself a boost. Naturally, this would come with a cooldown. The higher the level, the stronger the boost, so that you don't have to use fireworks if you get this enchantment. But I would say make it a treasure enchantment. And an untradeable one. Make it so that you can only get this enchantment from a wandering trader, maybe. But then it's got a very small chance of appearing. And even then, you'd have to hope you get a high level of it. I swear, somewhere around here, somewhere along the way, there was another village in a savanna like this. But I have yet to find it. I am so confused. I know I found another village. It was a savanna village and I left an animal there with a pack that I had filled with items. I meant to go back and get it later, but I never did. If anybody knows where it is, I would love to know. I really wish I had a Silk Touch pick right now. Those two sea turtles would have given us turtle eggs, for sure. We could have Silk Touched them, taken them home, put them in a room in the Hobbit hole, and we'd have been good to go. Because I don't think you can pick them up with anything but Silk Touch. If you try to, I'm pretty sure you just break the eggs. We're actually going to test it. Yeah. That's it. You have to have Silk Touch. Dagnabbit. Would be nice to get some sea turtles and start farming them. Farm some sea turtles, get some scutes, make a sea turtle helm. We would be able to do a lot more underwater stuff. Hang on a moment. Hang on a moment. I just had a thought. I might have taken a screenshot of the stream. Okay. Nope. Nope, I didn't. Darn it. I didn't. That stinks. I was really hoping for a moment there. So I guess the real hard task is finding a village that you've lost track of. Huh. Chunk base time. Village. Villages. Uh-huh. Wow. There's a few. Aha! I might have just found it. I might have just found where the village is. I think I was drifting south after traveling beyond the village where we were doing our trading. I might have just found where I need to go. 1887.28. Let's hope that I'm right. Let's hope that I'm right. If this is the village that I need to go to, then we can retrieve whatever animal it was I had that had the items, and we can take it home with us. After we build the iron farm, that is. Yep! Yep, it's here. It's here. It's got to be here. It's got to be here. This is looking a little familiar. Not very, but a little. Please tell me that it's here. Hey, we might be able to bring a couple of armadillos home with us. Because this is the savannah. This is where armadillos live. Please tell me this isn't it. This is not the village I was looking for. What in the world? Oh no, wait a minute. I am trying very hard to figure out where the village that I've been to before might have been. I'm sure it was Savannah. I'm sure that it was by a coast. At the very least, it was next to water. Ugh. But this ain't it, is it? I don't know. Wait a minute. They don't look like they've got any chests around here. I think I've been here. I do think I've been here. Even if I didn't loot everything. Or even if I didn't leave the animal here. I am so confused. Ooh, blast furnace. Give me that. Oh yeah, I've definitely been here, because there was another blast furnace here, and I already took it. But this isn't the one with the animal that I leashed. Well, where in the world is that one? Wait a minute. It might be more this... I think that one might be this way. I just want to go see. I just want to go see. We're probably going to end up having to find a different village. Anyway. One that's closer to home. It doesn't take quite as long to get to. I mean, this didn't take that long to get to, but... I have a feeling that I reached the other one after having gotten a lot of items. And I didn't have a lot of room for stuff. So I put the items in the pocket that I placed on an animal. It was either a donkey or a llama. I think. I don't know for sure. This is me struggling to remember where anything is because I don't remember coordinates as well as I would like to. Okay, my little guy is still following me. Good. Because I am eventually going to start turning one of these villages into an iron farm. It's going to happen. We're going to end up corralling all the villagers into one space. Once we've got them all in one space, we are going to convert the village into an iron farm. Hey! Ruined another portal! Not exactly what I'm after, but I'm not going to pass up a chance at some nice, tasty obsidian. Or even tastier treasure. Oh, this one looks like it's actually kind of big. This looks like a bigger one than I'm used to seeing. It's definitely a different kind from what I'm used to seeing. And I don't think I've been here before. I haven't. I have not been here before. What's on these bits of tools? Ooh, that's not bad. Huh. I mean, I'd be foolish not to pick up the gold. I think that's enough obsidian to take with us. Ah, yeah, considering we can't fit it all in there. Alright, yep, this way. To test my theory about this other village, we have to go this way. He drags them along pretty efficiently, doesn't he? He's a strong little fella. Well, we'll see if he can continue to carry them along that efficiently. That's what I had a feeling was going to happen. And this was why I wanted to have one that would collect leads. Now I don't know where the leads that he dropped fell. Oh well. Got one of them back, so not a total loss. Alright, let me see here. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking that we're gonna have to head back. Because I don't think we're finding where I was before anytime soon going this direction. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm not even sure if I'm looking at the right seed. I think I am. Oh yeah, I definitely am. But this is really annoying. Alright. We're just gonna run home. We're gonna run to home and then we'll figure out where to go from there. This is why it's a good idea to actually write down the coordinates of things you find. Me, I have not been doing that properly, so I am forgetting where things are that we have seen before. Not a situation I like being in, at all. Little guy? There he is! I was starting to wonder. I'd been speeding through kind of fast, so I wasn't sure if he was keeping up okay or not. I've got a few ideas for, like, an accessory system from Minecraft. And I think an accessory system in Minecraft, or a version... being able to turn on an accessory system on a world would add a little more functionality to the game, make it so that the game could have a little more customization for playstyles for different players. You could have backpack accessories that increase the size of your storage, the size of your inventory. Better backpack, more storage. Hello, sir. Do you have anything worth buying? Nope. I'm not gonna bother with killing your llamas, because I'm not in the mood for dealing with it. Wait a minute. Did I just see a trident boy? Yes, I did. Ow. He didn't give it to me. Jerk. Yeah, I'm thinking backpack accessory that makes it so that you can, wow. Backpack accessory that expands your inventory, and it just integrates that storage with your normal inventory. It's not something where you have to stop and click something to open it. No, it's a matter of, okay, I've got this accessory on, boom, I open my inventory and I've got another row for a level 1 backpack. Level 2, another row. Level 3, another row. But you still limit it to only have so much expansion depending on the level. And there's only so many levels. Like, maybe another idea for it would be give it each level adds 3 storage. First level, 3 extra storage on the left side of your inventory. Level 2 adds that and 3 more on the right. Level 3 adds 3 down below. And then you could have a 4 and a 5 that add 3 more each to the bottom row. I figured that would be an interesting idea for expanding the player's inventory without adding something where you have to have another keybind or something. Because I've seen that with modded Java. Having it be there's a backpack that you can access with a keybind that you trigger. You assign the keybind, you use it, it opens the backpack. You back out of that. You can open your normal inventory, but it doesn't show you what's in the backpack. I like those. I like the one that I use of those. But I feel like it's kind of overdone. Excuse me. Alright, according to the chunk base seed map, the closest village to where we are, if I'm right, see, I'm still not convinced that I'm looking at the right thing here. Then again, I probably am. I can't read these maps worth doodly squat. I think the closest village that we could work with is to the west. I do. I think it's one to the west. So, let's go. Who knows? Maybe it's one that we've looted. Maybe it's not. If it's not, there could be some nice loot to take as a bonus. We shall see. We shall see. Another accessory idea, if the accessory system was done. A revamp of the Totem of Undying. I mean, don't you get tired of the fact that you have to be holding the Totem of Undying in either the main hand or the offhand to be able to use it? I would find it awesome if there was an accessory system, and one of the main accessories that got used first was the Totem of Undying. And there was like a slot where you could put it, specifically it, or items like it that can go in that slot, where it basically was considered constantly on your person if it was in that spot. So that when it has to pop in order to save your life, it just does it automatically. Another idea for an accessory in an accessory system like this would be a quiver. And the quiver would make it so that you could stock up a whole bunch of stacks of arrows, but they could into it, and you would use those arrows instead of the ones in the inventory. Except, here's the tiddly-doo, you could put different stacks in place. And then if you want to cycle it from one stack to the next, you just crouch and scroll as if you're scrolling through your inventory, and it'll bring up the quiver as a little pop-up, and you're actually not scrolling through your hotbar, you're scrolling through the quiver to pick what arrow you're going to use next with your bow or your crossbow. So that you can pick and choose what arrows you're using depending on the situation. You out in the field with your friends, hunting monsters, and you're playing the healer, You can break out arrows of healing or arrows of regen. You're in a PvP situation and you want to slow the enemy, or you're fighting against a bunch of mobs and you need to use an arrow to slow something heavy that's hitting heavy down. Simple. Pop out a slowness arrow. A pair of goggles that give you clear vision in the water. Because, I'm sorry, but I hate how limited the vision is in vibrant visuals when you're in the water. I mean, look at this. Can you honestly tell me this is okay? Can you tell me honestly that you can see in this kind of soupy water vision? Now, I grant you, goggles don't make a big difference, but let's say these ones are special magic goggles. Let's make the assumption they would be magical goggles. Okay, I've definitely been to this village before, because I left the leather gear behind. Here, I'm helping you out, dude. I mean, I really shouldn't be giving you that. I should be making you guys only farm carrots and potatoes, which you clearly have carrots right here. The structure here is actually the perfect shape to build off of to make our iron farm. I mean, look at this tower. This would be perfect. We expand it from here, raise it up. We could do that. It already gets us a good bit of height into the... well, into the height. After that, it's just a matter of getting the villagers to go into a water flow right up to the top, and then feed them all the food they're gonna need. Yeah, it is extremely tempting to do it that way. To just do that. Why don't we? Why don't we just do that? I'm not even kidding. We could do that. I want to go ahead and gather up all the workstations. Because, I'm sorry, but I don't want these guys to be able to feed themselves right now. Right now, I need them to not do that, so... Okay, I think they're kind of already locked into those occupations. That's not great, but... meh. My one problem is I need them all to get into one structure where I can lock them up. So let's start gathering up the beds. And we'll put their beds in this building. It's the simplest solution. Simple solution to a big problem. We need these guys to be corralled until we're ready to deal with them. Next problem I foresee is they probably have enough food between the bunch of them to start breeding. This is indeed a big problem, but it's not as big a problem as it could be. The fact that they could breed does not present as big of a problem as you might think. Maybe they can already breed. Big whoop. It's not as big of a deal as you might think. But we do need to get them corralled in this building. So I should not have let that... I should not have skipped the night yet. I should have waited a little longer. Whoops. Alright, so how many villagers are there? 1, 2... 3, 4. Is it really only 4? I mean, that's not a bad thing. Actually, if that's right, if there are only 4, that's good. Means corralling them is going to be easier than I expected. You know what I didn't think to bring? Kelp. I am so dense. I should have brought kelp because I'm going to need it to make the water into source blocks. Okay, pardon me for 1 second. Oh! You gotta be kidding me. How could I have forgotten that one crucial thing? To make a water elevator, they have to all be water sources. And now they won't be. I've got to hope that there's kelp nearby. Otherwise, we're going to have to run all the way home and get some. Please let there be some kind of sea or ocean nearby. I think it's all river. I do. I think it's all nothing but rivers. Flip! Hello, little angel. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go back towards home, so I can find a sea, and in the process, be able to get some kelp. Well, Iron Farm's gonna have to wait a little bit longer. That's irritating. But what are you gonna do? I mean, when you don't really plan this out as far as you should, or as far as you can at least, stuff like this is gonna happen. You're gonna end up stumbling, you're gonna end up forgetting to bring materials that you're gonna need, you're gonna completely overlook the need for kelp to make water sources for a water elevator. Because of course, water elevators don't take shape without everything above the soul sand or magma block being water sources. Because of course, that would make too much sense if they could. Then again, actually, no, that wouldn't make any sense at all for them to be able to... Okay, whatever. Point is, I messed up. Point is, I messed up, and I need to go fix the problem immediately. The faster we can get the problem fixed, the sooner we can get back to work. The real hard task. The real hard task, as it turns out, is finding a village that is suitable for your needs, and then making sure you've got all the materials together. Building the darn thing is a piece of cake. It's a piece of cake. Piece of crumb cake. It's easy as a pizza pie. Though, definitely not as tasty. Great, now I want pizza. Why did I have to say something about pizza? I know myself. Why do I do that? Why do I mention food when I'm already hungry? That just makes me hungrier. Nitwit! Hey, where's my little guy? Did I actually manage to lose my little guy? Did I actually manage to leave him behind? Dagnabbit. He'd have been helpful here. I could have had him swap out cobble for kelp and scoop the lot up. I hope I didn't lose him too far behind. Hopefully he's just back at the village somewhere. This isn't going to be enough. This isn't going to be enough kelp. We need more kelp. I need more help from kelp. I need help with the kelp. That's what I need. Help with the kelp. I need help with my mind is what I need. Yeah, I could have definitely used help gathering up all this kelp. Would have been nice to have had little guy here to scoop it all up. Because he'd have picked it up real fast. Hey, little angel, don't let that get you down. You see somebody else, you see somebody who's got a lot more subscribers than you, don't let that get you down. When I started out for a long time, only had a handful of subscribers myself. Now I've got over 1K. All it takes is time, patience, and of course, consistency. You start making some content, I recommend you be consistent with it. You keep making content. Once you start making the content, you keep making content. You make sure it's content you can enjoy making. And you make sure that if you start to feel burnout on it, you take a break from that. Whether it's that specific content you were doing, or what have you. And you take the time to work on it at the pace that is most comfortable for you. Those are the most important bits of tips that I can give you. Okay? Okay. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the stream. Now my one problem is I need to get these villagers corralled so they're not running around getting killed. Because I'm going to be hanging around here during the day and the night, working on making an iron farm out of this place, which I am seriously thinking, we're just going to build it off of this tower. We're going to break out the glass, we're going to shape the interior how we need it to be. We're going to put one bed in here for me, but then all the rest of the beds are going to be over in that building over there for the villagers, so that they are out of the way, safe, secure, and all that good jazz. Last thing I want is for them to get attacked and killed. I don't want that to happen. Yeah, that's a lot of kelp. That kelp should be plenty to be able to make this thing work the way we need it to. It's just a matter now of time. Alright, let's let these guys decide to run to their new home. Once they are in there, we will block them in so they can't get out. And that'll open up the door for us to be able to get busy starting up the construction of this iron farm. So villagers, if you please, home, now. Go to bed, villagers. Your beds are all over in the far building. It ain't that far, so get moving. Please. Looks like they're starting. Yep, looks like they're making their way over. They're making their way over to the beds. Good, villagers. Good, good. That's what you're supposed to do. I think we're missing one, though. I only have 3 villagers in here. Where's number 4? Number 4? Where is number 4? Is there a bed somewhere that I missed? Or is this guy just a moron running around outside waiting for the zombies to spawn in and get him killed? Okay, we got a creeper spawning in. That's not good. That's not good. A witch? Oh, that is very not good. Oh, it just got worse. She poisoned me. Alright, I'm just gonna have to settle for these guys. Golem man, I am counting on you. Keep the nasties at bay. Oh! Here's our resident idiot. Yeah, now you run outside to go home. Go! Run! Where are you going, you dimwit? Beds are over here. Come on, I'll open the door for you. You stinking nitwit. You may not bear the robes, but you bear the brain of a nitwit. Thank you. You are now safe. He is safe. He is secure. Let's go sleep. There we go. Ugh. Alright, so yeah, my plan is to convert this tower. This tower is going to become the basis of our iron farm. It is going to be the bottom of the nail. Because this is basically going to be like a nail driven down into the ground almost, in terms of shape. But I think it's going to work. However, I unfortunately have run out of time for this session, everybody. So as much as I want to go ahead and get the job started, actually started, we're going to have to wait until next time. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, please be sure to leave likes and comments. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Check out the About page for links to other pages with more content and more ways to support the channel. Share the channel with your friends who think they might enjoy it too. And of course, do not forget to smack that notification bell to turn on notifications so that you don't miss the next stream or video. And with that all being said, thank you again for watching. I'm JGuard01, your guide, bard, and humble host into the worlds virtual and fantastical. And I'll see you all next time, right here on Guardian Studios. Bye!